everyone, it's Belladonna again, and Madame Weepsy, she's hiding under here somewhere. Look at that, you see the little ear poking up? Well, here we are again. We're going to go in a different direction now. You know, I've talked about music a great deal, and I love talking about music, but there are many things I love. So we're going to talk a bit about some books. We're going to talk about a writer in particular, one who I don't know if you've all heard of, but if you haven't, you definitely need to. And he is a writer from a genre that he helped create, actually, called Bizarro Fiction, and his name is Carlton Mellick III. Now, Carlton Mellick has written quite a few books. He's extraordinarily prolific. Most of the books tend to be shorter, maybe novella size and whatnot, but he is extremely prolific and always writing, and the genre of Bizarro Fiction has grown in the last, I don't know, 20 years, and has included many, many authors, but Mr. Mellick is one of the most prominent and one of the original. We're going to talk about a few of his books here today, and they're not in any particular order, I don't think. I just grabbed the ones that I think I enjoy the most because I have a rather large collection of them, and I thought I'd share them with you. So, the first one, wait, that's right. So, I have to sort of cover the front of this if I can. Alright, we're going to try that out. There we go. I will not tell you what's underneath, but obviously I had to cover it so it's not a puppy. This is one of his earliest works, I believe, called Satan Burger. Satan Burger. Alright, think about that. Satan Burger. And there is Satan and there is a hamburger joint. I definitely believe this is one of my favorites because I think it was the first one I read, actually. And it was just such an amazingly weird journey. The reason I had started looking into his work was because the company that he works to publish his work through is called Eraserhead Press, and there was a David Lynch connection. And I have heard his work described as being very inspired by Mr. Lynch. I believe he's a big fan, hence the name Eraser. So Satan Burger is a great place to start. It's a little bit longer compared to some of his other works. Now, if you're of the goth culture yourself, whether you're a little bit younger or a little bit older, there's a lot in Mr. Mellick's book that you can relate to. Satan Burger especially, it seems like if you're just a goth hanging around, you might get it. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. This is not a review. I don't wish to tell you what it's about. But check it out. If the name alone, Satan Burger, doesn't do it for you and you're wondering what is under this cover, this is an old copy. I don't know if it's... maybe they replaced it. The thing that is not a puppy. But check out Carlton Mellick. As it says up here, this generation's Vonnegut. Now, if you don't know Kurt Vonnegut, you're a fool, but when you compare somebody to the wit and bizarreness of Kurt Vonnegut and the genius of it... Alright. You know, this is getting a little more difficult. Alright, there's no picture I have to cover on this one, but oh the hell with it. This is a shorter work. I really enjoy... I laughed the whole way through this. I could not stop laughing. This is the Baby Jesus butt plug. I'm just going to go for it. The Baby Jesus butt plug. There's nothing bad in that, right? Baby Jesus butt plug. So, it is that. There is a Baby Jesus butt plug. I'm hoping the titles alone will make you want to check this out. This was highly entertaining. It's very short, as you can see. Highly entertaining. Hilarious stuff. This was. Guys, I will read the back for you. How about this? This tale of office drones and disposable clones is a splatterpunk odyssey. A cautionary tale of corporate omnipotence and a possible blueprint of the future of the nuclear family. So again, if you enjoy zombie apocalypse type thinking and you wish there would be a Baby Jesus butt plug involved, this is for you. Now, what am I doing to myself? Alright, there's nothing to really cover on here, I don't think. Oh god, here we go. The Haunted Vagina. Alright. Get yourself a set. Baby Jesus butt plug and Haunted Vagina. The Haunted Vagina is another one highly disturbing. Highly disturbing. Go figure. And again, the title, you know, kind of says a lot of it right there. The Haunted Vagina. Just read it. It's great. Yeah. I guess we've got a theme going on here, and these are my favorites. I don't know if that tells you. The Menstruating Mall. Now this one, I was surprised at how much I genuinely enjoyed it. Obviously, it cracked me up. But being trapped in a mall that is basically alive in a sense and menstruating, and when the menstruating mode is not allowing you to leave and such, it's sort of like if you took that film Chopping Mall and actually gave it a story that made more sense and really made it purpose. So like a trauma film gone crazy, I guess. I don't even know how to describe it. But again, the title says it all. Menstruating Mall. It's not like a clever title. It's telling you what's going on. Alright, what else we okay, here we go. Are there any ones that are not going to get me in trouble? Alright, how about this? Oh, do I have to hide the cover in this a bit? I don't know. Ah, the Cannibals of Candyland. Clown creatures that come from, I think it's like within the earth or another dimension or something, that are eating children, stealing and eating children. So it's like if you took it, but put Stephen King's It, in Candyland, I guess. I don't even know how to describe this without, again, giving it away. You can see this lovely individual on the cover here, I think. So this clown, she's eating, some sort of... Well, she's made a mess of herself, is what she's done. But this one is another one, hilarious and yet quite disturbing when you get down to it. But, you know, it's actually very sweet in its own bizarre way. And I mean bizarre. There's no other way I can tell you that. It's very weird. Okay, alright, now we're getting into this one. Alright. Oh, damn it. Mr. Mellick, I love you. You're making this very difficult, and I love you even more for it. Alright, I'm just going to do one of these here. And I have to give it Ultra Fudges. Alright, Ultra Fudges is what we're going to call it. Obviously, where my finger is here, that is not the word. Ultra something else. You know, Fudges though. This was one that I thought was incredibly intriguing. It pulled me right in. And it's another one that sort of, you know, talks about the suburban life and whatnot, and the bizarreness of all of that. And I don't even know how to adequately describe this to you. But imagine if you were trapped in the suburbs and you could not get out. Sort of sounds like a lot of people's lives, doesn't it? Maybe that's the point. But if you were trapped in the suburbs and your only source of food was a bizarre little fast food joint that would dispense the food for you, and you're trying to escape and you find that a punk rock girl with a mohawk fish mohawk, was your only help. Yeah, that's all for Fudges for you. Alright, Weeps, I'm glad you talked me into this, because I'm having to find a way to do all of this without getting in trouble. Alright. The Kobold Wizard's Dildo of Enlightenment +2. No picture to censor, at least, thank goodness for that. Alright, for those of you who know your Dungeons and Dragons, in the back it says here, are you ready to play more Dungeons and effing Dragons? Are you ready to play more Dungeons and effing Dragons? Another thing like Stranger Things. So, alright, if you're familiar with your D&D, you might understand better, but you don't need to be familiar with D&D to read this in. I tell you, this is a little bit longer work too. But as bizarre as the title is, and as fun as the pictures look, I was very moved by this story at the end. I know that must seem odd, but I was very moved by it. I thought it was surprisingly nuanced in its emotional reach. So we go from, like, you know, menstruating malls to Kobold Wizard's Dildos of Enlightenment +2, and yet I think Mellick's work, for as bizarre and entertaining as it is, has a lot of heart in it. I think he's actually a profoundly deep writer, and I will tell you that this one proves it. Cybernetics. Oh yes, you know what's coming, right? Weeps, you know what's coming, right? This is Tron inspired. This, I believe, actually came out before they made the sequel to the Tron film, and I was surprised at how much it made me think that the two were very similar. Not that there was anything weird going on about that, just sort of a great minds think alike deal, but I was actually quite surprised, and I was very entertained by this. very entertained. Imagine if you could go into the Tron world, leave this dull world behind, and become a character in the Tron world. It's another one that's very deep. There's a lot more going on than it seems, and yes, there is Tron world porn. Tron sex. Just to call it what it is, Tron sex. If that doesn't make you want to read it, I don't know what will, because in the Tron movies and the cartoons and whatever else, what was missing? Pornographic things. Tron sex. And one more thing. Now, if you may recall, I don't know if they still make these, but there used to be books called Choose Your Own Adventure, where you would get a story, and as you went through, you would hit a certain point, and you would have to decide which way to go. Choose Your Own Adventure books. Well, Mr. Mellick, along with another writer named Kevin L. Donaghy, created their own Choose Your Own Adventure book, and it was called Ocean of Lard. Ocean of Lard. There's a lot of like dirty and bizarre things in here. Oh god, should I have censored this one too? Oh, good lord. Alright, I knew what I was getting into. Ocean of Lard, Choose Your Own Adventure. If you like Choose Your Own Adventure and you like dirty, weird, and hilarious things, can you survive in the sea of animal fat? Bitch. Can you? Alright, I think I have bitten off more than I can chew. What do you think, darling? What do you think? Yes, Mr. Mellick has made it so we have to censor everything, and we love him for it because he's one of our favorites. Check out Carlton Mellick III and other Bizarro writers. Definitely worth, thank you, definitely worth reading, definitely a lot of fun, definitely disturbing word, not for children, alright? Do not give this to your children even if they look cute at times. They are not for your children. However, he did write something for children. I'll leave you to figure that one out for yourself. I've already put myself in enough of a hole. Well, alright. Thank you all for joining us this time around. We're going to leave you for the moment, and we're going to go and read some more Carlton Mellick. I feel like revisiting the Oceans of Lard, don't you, darling? Yes. Alright, bye for now, everyone.